Where's Moose's bedroom? His is one of these, right? Not that one. I think his is somewhere up around here. Oh no, it's this one. Yeah, and yes, I do fucking remember where certain people's bedrooms are. It's amazing, but yes, I do. So Moose, for instance, Moose is one of my followers. He's actually my first ever fan, my super VIP, and he has a character. I found a character with the same name, so I caught him. I also have Nikki and a few others in here as well, and Moose's character is very specifically prefers a good bedroom. So he has tantrums pretty often, and because of that, he's got excellent bed furs. He's got a masterwork. He's got sculptures. He's got fucking carpet. Like, he's got the deluxe kind of bedroom with the biggest space that you can get on this design. If I had made these just a little bit bigger, if I'd made them 2 squares larger, these rooms would make every single colonist happy. But I just didn't have that kind of space when I started building. I kind of do. I just didn't want it to be that spread out. On my next map, when I move, which will be in a few months still yet, because I'm trying to get my food supply up, I will redesign the entire colony base on the next map. So what you guys are seeing here will be at least somewhat different on the next one. What do we got? Nearby settlement. The Cardin has a special trade request and they'd like to purchase 7 pump shotguns. Well, that's not going to happen because I don't have it and I'm using them. But they have on offer a Resurrector Mech Serum, Uranium, Megastrine, and Silver. Marine Helmet, Masterwork, that would get me killed. And the medicine is actually kind of worth it. I'll tell you what, we're going to try and do it. What is it? Pump shotguns times 7. Where is my production room? What are you guys making? Oh, shit, no you don't. Kick his ass. We fucking hell. That's why I'm losing those. Oh, man. Fucking McJolly. Fuck you. Okay, that's the other thing, too, is nobody tantrums in my base, breaking good shit and gets away with it. I will kick their ass with no remorse. Especially if somebody goes into the slaughtering range and decides to kill one of my cats. I will beat them fucking senseless. Or within an inch of their life if I have to. Just to kind of drill home the point that that's not okay. Yes, I know that sounds fucking horrific, but it's probably the worst thing I've ever done in any of my games. Let's see, smelt weapons. They're smelting the shit weapons. Which one makes stuff? I haven't been making things yet. I clicked on the exact same fucking machine, didn't I? Yeah. Alright, you're making gladiuses. It must be these blue ones. I haven't had to, like, focus in on what the machines do for so long. Yeah, alright, these are the ones. Can you make... Yeah, pump shotguns, and I need at least... What was it? They wanted 7s. Let's do 10, but let's take up the skill quality so that we only have really, really good guns. Probably about a 7 or higher. They'll do it, and you're going to do it... Do it until you have... Sorry. Let's just give that up to about 15. And I'll do that on the other machine as well. And somebody's having a social fight. It's fine. I was making miniguns. But if they can manage to make this and my people don't steal all of them, that'll be great. I probably do have around my base a good amount. Here's the thing that I was looking for. As normal or above... I could just make about 15 of those. Anything that's shit will just go straight to scrap anyway and go straight back in. So I want this to be normal. I don't normally bother with this, but it does matter if you're trying to do a quest. The other component pile, that's what I need to send out. Star. The fuck you doing? Artistic social mining. Oh, Star, how do you feel about... Oh, man, you were going on a quest. I need somebody to go mining, like, yesterday. Now, here's the hard part of having over 100 people. It's finding them. Oh, man. Look, that's half me being Australian and going a mile a minute, and then that's half RimWorld doesn't make a lot of sense unless, like, you've got a little bit of experience playing with it. But it is a pretty simple game. Like, you watch and you sort of just see how things are done, and it's it's simple. Like I said, I'm playing this a lot harder than it should be. And the funny thing is I'm playing it on a very, very easy setting. So I can kind of have more time to do like building and all sorts of stuff. But most people like a bit of variety. I've got a few people I know that love to play it exclusively on Randy Random, like Grim. Grim also has 300 plus mods. The game also takes half an hour to load, but I understand it is apparently worth it for that. I am looking for... I know who you fucking are. I'm pretty sure it's McPherson. You're not the miner, you do plants. Good streamer because you can speak without breathing. That's amazing. Kinda. Yeah. I do breathe. Just to confirm, theory squashed right there. I do actually breathe. Actually, I get a few comments. Shadow is currently away, but I normally get Shadow try to like reassure me at the start of a stream because I normally like run around getting shit prepared, right? And I end up like breathless trying to sit down and talk, and he's like, "Look, just have a friggin' second and take a breath." And I'm like, "Yeah, it's probably a good thing. I don't want to sound too breathy either while I'm trying to like talk." Just nod your head back away. Yeah, that's also normal too. Nitro, do you have it? I remember a couple of people, like I think Sasha might be one. Yeah, you are one. Sasha, my Star, they're all miners. There's also one that has, yeah, Bora. You're a miner as well, aren't you? No, you're two. You're cooking. I always thought it was. Charles, don't forget, you don't want to die too young. Yes. I try not to tell people to smile. The amount of times I get told to smile just because I've got like a resting bitch face kind of scenario. Like I'm always in like some level of deep thought or no thought. So like, I always have like a passive expression of like annoyance, I think. And it's not even like directed at anybody. I'm just sitting there. I've got two people mining. I was just seeing if I could find a third. Bren, you sound like one. I know McPherson went, but I guess he was just medical. Oh, fucking hell. Bless. Thank you for the resub. Holy crap, that scared me so much. Grim did that to me earlier. I actually got my stomach just like cramped when that happened. Congratulations. You fucking caused some kind of like convulsion of my body as a response to your actions. I'm sure that makes you incredibly happy. I want to send somebody that can do medical and also maybe plants. The only reason why I want to do that is somebody goes down. I'm going to need somebody. And I know Chris is... I can find Chris. He is a medical guy. Franklin is too, actually, I'm pretty sure. You have that effect on people? Sort of. Franklin, you can go. Yeah, for anybody that doesn't know, Blessed is Chaos Senpai around here. He is just pure chaos at like any given amount of time. It's fantastic, but it is scary at times as well for me. Let's see, vegetarian meals. I don't want you to take 5. I don't want you to take all of them. Pack survival meals. It is spring, so we're not in that much of a dire situation, but if you could take 20 of those and take some pemmican, for fuck's sake. Take about 100 of that. Actually, did that go down? It did go down. Take 100. That'd be fine. That's 20 days worth of food at least. Now, I haven't also selected animals, so that's the thing. Let's get down here. I don't want the calves. Anything that's hauling 30 kilos or less can stay the fuck home. You are fine. Because that's how you get ants. And why are there donuts everywhere? That is true. Do you want ants? Because that's how you get... That is how you get ants. That's specifically how you get them. Oh my god. I actually forgot that was there. I don't know why I forgot about it. I set up a few things at the same time, and then I kind of like just forgot that they existed, like the Nigel resub blah thing. When I heard that go off earlier, when fucking Grim did that while I was setting up, I was so confused where this noise was coming from. Like, I had my headset on, right, and I'm just sitting here like, the fuck is that? And I had to like open up open up my stream to like have a look at what was actually activated to see what was going on. That's about 3,000 kilos, and I don't think. Tell you what, I could send more. I might send a few more extra yaks with me. If I take them out of my area will grow a little bit. I'll leave the muffaloes and stuff. That should be fine. My muffaloes need to be sheared, so they'll be fine. I've got plenty of animals. I'll throw in a couple more. Throw in a horse or two. They'll do it. 4,500 kilos that they can cart. They'll be enough for mining plus any additional resources in the area. Now, if somebody happens to go past and I want to sell something, I can. They'll give me, about probably $2,000-ish in like sales if somebody wants to buy something. Maybe I'm going to start taking a very small amount of wood with me. I know it doesn't sound like it's very important, but if I come across people, I take them prisoner. So I want to have that available already when I start. That should be plenty. And still enough food, even with all those fucking animals. I don't really understand how, because it's not like I fucking pack them anything. Let's just pack them like, I don't know, 1,000 rice. They'll make them happy. There's 30 days. They'll be great. Go for it. So now if I go back into here and if I start, what's my caravan people? There's one. All right, so here, caravan. Instantly, 4 colonists are going and 61 pack animals. So again, easy count for you. If you're ever looking to find out. Also, it also tells you a collective, once they're out, it tells you what kind of gear they've got and all that stuff. But yeah, obviously that requires a bit. The larger your caravan, the slower the exit from your area is. I am not joking. I've had it where I've tried to send out like 50 people at once with, a few hundred animals. And basically what happens is everybody tantrums around the clock. Nobody gets anywhere. And everybody's pissed. So it's generally smarter to send a smaller group of people out. It is also easier if the location that they're leaving, like if they came up here and they collected everything. And let's see where Maya's trying to put this. So she's gonna dock them to here. So if they're to leave from this side and they just come over here, all 4 people collect up the animals and sit here and then leave, it's instant. It's fantastic. Also, seeing my panthers are getting around like hauling stuff. So that's really useful. Part of the reason why I've got a fucking million animals, specifically a million trained animals, is the fact that I don't have to waste the time with my colonists going out here and trying to figure out, do I need to go and cart this or do I need to go and make food? No, the animals are going to go and cart the food and I'm gonna cook the food. So it prioritizes a little bit better. Also, when you get battles like thrombos and megasloths and panthers and stuff, they attack. So if they're trained, they're just extra military. So for all the 100 people that I've got, you've got to also remember I also have an army of, a shit ton of fucking animals that I can weaponize as well. You can also get, and I've never explained this, and I don't know if I've got one like it. This is a psychic soothe pulsar, right? And this makes my people happy when I activate it. It makes them kind of like feel good for a little while. But there's an anti thing to it, which basically causes animals to have a psychotic break in the vicinity of the map. Animals with rockets? Nope. What I do is I activate the opposite one of this. It's spiky. And every animal within the vicinity of the map, this map, can become hostile and vicious and basically go for every human that's available. So if I wanted to, I could select every single person I've got and ask them to go and hide inside, right? And then I could ask them to weaponize that. And every animal on my map is now an attack animal. Every single one of them. Even the ducks. Like little fucking like ducklings and lambs and shit also become weaponized, right? So I can do that and just attack with hundreds of animals. Obviously, like a lot of them would get slaughtered and stuff in a battle. Ducks. Yeah, see? They peck you to fucking death. But yeah, I could do that. if I need to weaponize a larger army than I have, I just don't keep those because the last thing I fucking want is to accidentally activate it. I can have them, I just don't get them and use them. How am I going for shotties? I've got 2. I need 7. If I asked for my people with the shotguns to drop them, they probably would. And I could probably get this quest done a lot faster. How long I got? I've got 13 days before it expires. What you can do is when a quest comes up, you can give it a couple of extra days before you accept it, and then you have additional time. And I'm having a prison break with all 4 of my prisoners. So that's going to be all right. Let's grab all of yous. Every one of yous. No shooting, just roughly come over here. I don't really need to do this with everybody, but I'm going to do it with everybody. So let's save you as a raid. So every time I roll a character, always get a Misandrous or, yeah. Oh, look, I've got some good people here, and I've got some people that are absolute pieces of shit. Like, I've got some people that are also, their skills are like nothing, like literally no fucking skills, but they're good in other ways. What's it? Ducks are for the dogs. Raised a few as a kid. Yeah, basically. Yeah, so all of these prisoners are trying to do is they're trying to just go and get a weapon so they can leave my map. But what I'm trying to do is basically kick their ass so they can't go anywhere. You guys, if I can just grab a couple of you, because there's more than one in that group. So I'm trying to down them without killing them. And I'm also trying to do it in a way that nobody's going to shoot. Because somebody sends a bullet flying, what could basically happen is one of these guys could die. I'm just going to unmilitarize you guys. I can also use people to animals to attack specifically as well. And there's these things called psychic shock lancers, which I can also zap people with and down them. But I save that for just stealing people because that's what I do in this colony. Let's capture that guy. You're a little hurt, but you could capture Chibo. I don't know where the other person here is. Cheat. Yeah, let's get you. Oh, shit. Whatever the fuck we want to call him. I also call my people like a variety of things. I've got somebody in here with an ultra fucking long name. Is it you? Yeah, this. I couldn't fucking pronounce this if I wanted to. I could either call him like Bremer, or I could call him Abba or Aban. Whatever. I just go with whatever. Get you guys to stop military. Why were you taking him over to the other prison? He's got a bed over here. That's also a thing too, is I have got 2 prison areas, so I can take up to double the space, and I think it's 16 prisoners or something. I've had this place full before. I've had this place full enough that I've had to make additional beds in the past, and it does alright. I'm gonna drink a bit of this coffee if it's still fucking warm. It's kind of warm. I've had like, I don't know, I've been tired as shit today, so I've had like 2 energy drinks, 1 coffee earlier, and then I made this one. But it's doing all right. It's kind of working now. How are we going for prisoner? When they do get recaptured like that, I do have to make sure that they have got recruit or reduced resistance still on. So you can ask them to just recruit from the get-go, but all as I've found myself with this game is if I ask my person to come over here and try to recruit that person, and their resistance is like 40 or something like that, it just pisses them off more. And so I end up saying reduced resistance, and what that basically means is this prisoner's social will have something along the lines of like, this sort of shit. Like, I've spoken to somebody and they made me feel good, but I resisted about the, invite to join the base or something like that. And then somebody will come by, and the weirdest one I got, and I can't remember who did it. I think it was Lumi or Silverware, solicited somebody. She's like, if you join, and it was pretty fucking like sus. And I'm like, wow, what a fucking offer. They never even like shacked up or anything. I'm like, she was just fucking teasing. She didn't mean it. Anyway. So yeah, even though I've got like a fuck ton of animals, I had like ibex does, I had bucks, I had all sorts of stuff just to try them. The only thing that annoyed me was that all the different like deer like would keep running out. Like the I didn't have the caribous. I had deer and I had gazelles and ibex. I had those 3 earlier, and they have a roaming thing. So every so often they'll literally just walk out of a pen and just walk off. I don't really get why they do it. We recruited Claire, by the way. Look, I know you just helped recruit him, but could you actually just take him to a bed? Yeah, so when I had all those animals, the funniest part about it was, yes, they roamed all the time, but they made, like, the most fucking hilarious, like, death scream. It was amazing. So, yeah, slaughtering them was brilliant. So, you hate it when a woman offers companionship to join their cult. It never follows through. Happens way too often. Monkey, you're hanging around the wrong women if they're holding out on you. If they're offering and holding out, you know. Let's see. So yeah, every time I get somebody new, I have to assign, do I want them to fight? Do I want them to have like specific pickups? No stuff, medicine, stuff like that. And then I've got to find out, I forgot to check. Clea, are you a night owl? You're a daytimer. And you got really strong shooting. I'm going to need to get you a gun soon. So I have a day and a nighttime schedule. This section here is the normal daytime schedule. So we've got, they're asleep, they're working, they're having recreational time, they're asleep. Whereas the opposite is that they're working for nighttimers. They're working and then they're sleeping during the day. They have recreational time with everybody else, and then they go to work at night. So this person is a daytimer, so it makes it a lot easier to do this. It also makes it a lot easier when I'm only recruiting 1 person at a time. Unlike when I had 8 come through at the same time. That was fucking mental. And then we've got this. So I have to find them in here, and they don't always come in order. Nikki has a bunch of red stuff because she doesn't have fuck bugger all skills. If I click on her bio basically has like just a couple. So she is great for shooting, good for like bartering, and not much else. So she's kind of like the residential cleaner, which she can't even do. So yeah, she does little bits of other stuff. She's just very low skilled. But this person, so we have mandatory firefight, patient, bed rest, and basic. So they tend to themselves. They do chores like opening doors, switching things on and off. This person's too low to be a doctor, so 4. This is a 7. It's kind of like, I normally have got a standard for this. Like, if you're above 5 on any one skill, you're kind of like 2 or above. And obviously, if you're above 10 or like about an 8 or a 9 or something like that, you're a 1. A 1 is the first priority that a task should be done in, and 4 is the last priority, and nothing is, they just won't do it. It's there, but they're not going to prioritize anything. But in the case of taking in people that have got lower skill ranges or even just higher skill ranges, I make the exception. Like this person's got a 10 on hunting, so that'll be higher. They've got no fucking other skills. They've got arts, 12. So because they've got so few skills, a lot of these are going to be listed as a 1. So if I have a prisoner, they'll go to wardening. You have really low on that. So just, they've got a level 1 skill for handling animals. And I don't really want them to waste their time doing it. But if it gets that skill level up, if I zoom out, because there's a storm happening, it's loud. And then we've got cleaning. Yes, you get to do cleaning. And then you've got a little bit more intelligence for that. So yeah, I'll leave that as a 3 because I'd rather you do that before that. But we'll get you a gun as soon as you're up. What is your health situation? Your leg was shot off and your right femur was shattered. So that's fine. I need to make prosthetics. That's another thing too. Maya's having a tantrum. She's one of the people going out on the caravan. So her having a tantrum has basically called off the caravan for the moment. It does happen every so often. I need to get prosthetics made, and that's what I need these rooms for. So I was making production. I'm pretty sure. Is it... It should be production or... It's been a while since I had a look. Somebody's destroying something. Let's see. What else we got in here? We've got the comms console. Got a moisture pump, which I want to put up here, actually. If I can get this to here. Give it to the cannibal. No. No monkey. I try not to do the fucking cannibal stuff so much. Alright, if I can slap these down here, what's going to happen is the moisture in these areas, these, not that one, actually it might have been that, because it's usually supposed to be red. So anywhere that's like really bright green, I can grow stuff on really well. Anywhere that's yellow is kind of like really extra slow. So green's fast, yellow's slow, and just normal green is just normal speed. And anywhere that's usually red is you can't grow there, like that and that. So what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to take the moisture out of this area so I can grow there, which gives me more crop space. And I can also build stuff. So if I can put one up here, actually, because under here has got one of those as well. I can just actually put a couple on either side of this thing. Really dry this fucking area out. In here, I can make all this straw floor instead of this, and it stops them from wasting their time cleaning. Which, it's an animal area. They're constantly in there making it dirty. I don't actually know if I've got it. Am I still researching? Fabrication. Yeah, okay. That's what's going on. So fabrication bench, I believe, allows me to do the prosthetics. I think either that or I'm fucking missing something. I did this earlier when I didn't read it. Let's see. Build inexpensive prosthetic body parts to replace lost limbs. Requires a skilled doctor to attach, obviously. Research prerequisites are machining. So, yeah, I should be able to do all of this. But I just don't know. Let's click on this one for a sec. Build fabrication benches capable of high-tech projects ranging from... Oh, this is the one that does the bio... my wool's on fire. It's the one that does the fucking bio body parts instead. The bionic. That's the fucking word I was after. So my thing here is... Here. This is where it fucking makes it. Oh my god. I've been looking for these for a while. It's one of those things where when you end up with like a really like end game kind of playthrough of something, it fucks with your mind for remembering where shit is. Now, I do want them to make that, but I'm gonna just put these on snooze for a moment while I like increase them up. I want these to be done not forever, but until we've got 10 will do. So I've got a large colony, so 10 prosthetics laying around is fine. This one's not off. The only one that I find is kind of useless is the bionic stomach once I get that, because there's so many people that just don't have stomach injuries. I know I can use it to mean that like the people don't require as much food and stuff. And one of my ducks just got exploded with a lightning bolt, so that just happened. Yes, that is just what happened. So is it... What is metabolic efficiency? Basically. But who the fuck needs to not eat less? Let's get these off and set up to this. Give the cannibal the bionic stomach. You know, I actually have never done that before. I have given them joy wire though, which makes them like extremely happy but kind of like aloof. So I've done that before and it's kind of funny. Their productivity goes down, but you give it to the people that are like unhappy and depressed all the time. I don't know where the duck went. It's probably in here somewhere. Also, since we're in spring, I really need you guys to stop putting the fucking fertile eggs in here. We allow it during winter. Raw food, animal products, eggs, fertile. Yeah, during winter, the cold spoils eggs when they're laid outside. Or even inside in some of the areas with the animals. So I end up moving them in here. And I end up with like fucking hundreds of them because my animals keep bringing them up here. And then they have to cook them. I'll still allow 2 benches in here that have the ability to do that, which reminds me a couple of these. I forgot about it. Don't have bills set up. How many? Should only be 2. Just the top. There's 3. Okay, that's fine. I can deal with that. I could also be making psychic tea because I think I was making... I must have made the fucking plant for it. That's fine. I don't really need to make that at the moment. I will make you do a couple of these. Yeah, give me that. I'm mostly trying to make stuff that's going to last when they hit the road. Because, yeah, in the next location, they're not going to have a lot in the way of refrigeration straight off the bat until I can actually make it. So they're going to require to have these kinds of things. And I actually need to see how many have I got this set up for packaged survival meals. So for 180,000.